So out of the box or out of the wall, whatever you want to call it, we have, come on guys, you know this is coming up, Gladiator. Little did I know there's a theatrical and an extended edition. I decided to watch the extended edition, which is about 2 hours and 50 minutes after 24 years. Yeah, does Gladiator hold up? Let's find out. Chase Lehocky here at the Blue Futon reviewing Gladiator Extended Editions. What's about? Pretty simple premise. Russell Crowe, he's a general from the Roman Empire, and he's freaking great at his job. He finally does the final battle Caesar wants him to do, but Caesar's son, Joaquin Phoenix, wants the throne. But Caesar, older Caesar, wants Russell Crowe for the throne. Russell Crowe's like, I don't want it. I want to go home, back to Spain, to garden with my wife and son. Well, Joaquin Phoenix kills his dad, and now he's like, give me your hand, Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe's like, smack that shit out of here. And then all of a sudden, his wife, kid crucified. Russell Crowe doesn't care about life, but the Coliseum is reopening up because Joaquin Phoenix wants to get rid of the Senate and have all the people to himself. He's a greedy little motherfucker. And Russell Crowe's like, nah, I'm about to kill you. And we have a 2 hour and 50 minute epic. So this is about 15 minutes different from the theatrical cut. And people kind of judge like, oh, which one's better? Which one's better? Which one's better? Well, I watched the Ridley Scott intro, and he goes, you know, the director's cut is the one in theaters. This is more extended with a little bit of, you know, deleted scenes. It's not like Napoleon, which I haven't watched the director's cut of Napoleon. But yes, this film holds up. I mean, the 2 hours and 50 minutes zooms by so damn quick. The action set pieces still hold up. The gore still holds up. Yes, you could say the story is quote-unquote weak in some scenes, but Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix, Bonnie Nielsen, I'm not going to pronounce his name right. I can never pronounce his name right. Djimon Hounsou, I'm white, okay, I'm sorry, but he's in Guardians this. He's in a lot of freaking movies. He's in Gran Torino. Turismo. Anyway, great acting. Yes, there is some Ridley Scott isms that I don't think work as well, especially where Russell Crowe is kind of like laying down. He's like zooming across Earth. Some of those scenes don't work. Some of the scenes where he's like visioning a door, yes, I understand the symbolism of it, but it still kind of feels out of place. Yeah, like I said, there's a little bit of out of place here and there, scenes like that. Could some characters be a little bit more fleshed out? Sure, especially the big German dude. Curious how he got there, because you don't just get there being that tall. Like, what did he do to get there? Or, you know, yes, you know the person that bought him. He used to be a gladiator in the arena. God, I'm an idiot sometimes. And he kind of, he's free, and now he's kind of like the higher up. Kind of looks like it might be Denzel Washington's character in the second one, just looking at it. But no, yes, you get have a little bit more background character or story with him. Because, yes, you kind of get the whole thing where he's like, oh, you knew Maximus. He's like, I never said I knew Maximus. I got touched by a sword. So there is some interesting dynamics there. But when you have an evil character like Joaquin Phoenix, this ancestral or inbred fuck, that he's just so disgusting, he moves the movie along so well. I know he got nominated for an Oscar. He did not win. I think he lost to Benicio del Toro that year. Not mistaken. Then Ridley Scott won for, you know, the movie won, Russell Crowe won, director went to Traffic. So it was like a 50-50 movie year that year, if I'm not mistaken, was it with Traffic as well as Gladiator. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, slap myself in the face. But the score, right when you hear the score, you go, Hans Zimmer. You go, Hans Zimmer score. You're like, you hear some Pirates of the Caribbean, which of course this came out before Pirates of the Caribbean. So I did check, and Pirates of the Caribbean wasn't nominated for an Oscar, but this was. So I wonder why they said, you copied some of your score from Gladiator so you can't be nominated. I'm just curious. That's my guess. But the score, fantastic. I am wondering what also beat it out. Don't know. The special effects, amazing. The technical craft of this movie holds up. I mean, the size of the Coliseum, the look of the Coliseum, the CGI with the tigers, and how it looks like him and Russell Crowe are so close to another. It looks like, yes, he was on his back, but there's fantastic scenes, and just how it is shot. Yes, there are some shots where you wish it holds a little bit better, or some editing where it does cut back. We're like, oh, let that play out just a little bit more. But that Coliseum fight where the chariots are around and just chaos ensues, it's so freaking entertaining. The story does grip you in some scenes as well, especially with, the crucifixion of his son and wife, just the brutality of it. But without Joaquin Phoenix, without Russell Crowe, without the directorial just gravitas of Ridley Scott in this movie wouldn't work. So I'm very curious how the second one is going to do with audience. Critics are pretty much about the same. I think the first one's about an 80% on Rotten Tomato. The second one is hovering around 75. So it's pretty solid, people thinking and liking it. And if that's at 80%, and it has gone up because more people are reviewing it and putting their reviews on Rotten Tomato, and that could win Best Picture. I'm not saying Gladiator 2 is going to win Best Picture, but there's a chance it could get nominated over, I know Emilia Perez is going to get nominated, but, anyway, wrong movie. Gladiator, 24 years, holds up. Great acting, great looking, great editing, great score, great technical craft. It sucks you in. The pacing is freaking fantastic for a 2-hour and 50-minute extended cut movie. It zooms by so damn quick, and you're exhilarated through majority of the film. Yes, some editing and some directorial choices might not work for me, but he knows his craft. He's so damn good, and Gladiator is a damn good film. So Gladiator will receive a 4.5 out of 5 Futons, which equals at 90%. Let's see what the critics and news scores gave this one. So you have critics at 80% with 259 of them, audience score at 87% with over 250,000. Critic consensus. While not everyone will be entertained by Gladiator's glum revenge story, Russell Crowe thunderously wins the crowd with a star-making turn that provides Ridley Scott's opt-in resurrection of Rome, its bruised heart. Absolutely. 80, 87, 90. Chase Lock here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, no, thanks, Blue Futontopia. You Blue Futonians, thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'm watching this tape tomorrow, week from now, month, or year from every single freaking one of you. Man, it really does hold up, and that's what you could ask for an Oscar-winning film.